Hi class 6, welcome back to your value education class. So today we are going to start with another chapter, and this chapter is related with the what? It's about respect, about being disciplined, okay? So since it's value education, so most of your chapters are almost like this. Relation is with what? Morality, right? So before I begin, can I ask you something, class 6? You all have watched the movie called Bahubali, right? So, I know almost everyone in class 6, all of you have watched that movie. Sometimes you have seen in your school also, right? So, now why I have pointed Bahubali is, you know that character which is shown to us, Bahubali, Amrendra Bahubali, that character which we have seen, you can emphasis on few of his moral values. Like, see, he took birth in such a situation where we have seen that his mother was not there and his father also was dead, right? So he was born and brought up by whom? By auntie, right? But you know, he accepted her in such a way in his life, or he tried to pave the path in such a way with her knowledge and experiences, and he adapted her so well that whatever she taught him, he wanted to follow that throughout the life, whether the situation becomes worse or maybe he always had a good time, whatever it is. But like we have seen, when after his marriage, when there was a situation where he had to leave his kingdom, entire kingdom, and he had to come out wearing only one single cloth. What he did, he followed what is taught to him by his mother, right? Though mother was against, mother in the sense auntie whom he accepted as mother. So, though she was against him because of some issues at home, but then what he did, he sticked to his principles because he was taught that, he learned that to respect someone else, to respect his wife, to give importance, right, to someone who is important in his life. So for him, he possessed that strong principle, and he could move out from that kingdom with one cloth. Even he has sacrificed all his ornaments, jewelry, sword, everything he has given, right? So there we have seen the way he was dedicated towards his principles, right? Then when we talk about that huge fight they had, right, where battle actually, so there also he wanted to motivate the soldiers who were with him when they were trying to leave the field and move back, because they knew that they are not going to win with only few troops, right? But he was the only one to motivate them. And how he motivated? With all his ethics, moral values. With that he could motivate them. But how could he do that? Because he was also motivated and inspired, and he actually executed those things in his life, so he could give emphasis on those values, right? So let's come to the topic. After all this discussion, I hope you have understood what I want to target or what I want to mean. My point is this, that today we are going to start with the chapter called integrity. Now, what does this term mean, integrity? What do you understand by this term? See, quality of being honest and having a strong principle is actually what we call integrity, okay? So, it's about doing the right thing even when it is difficult or when it could get us into trouble. So even we are in difficult situation, even we possess or we are obsessed by something, then also we need to be focused on our ethics, rules, right? Our principles, our beliefs. Okay, that is the most important thing when we talk about integrity. No compromising on values. We cannot compromise with our values that we have learned. If my mother has taught me to be honest, I have to be honest in any situation of my life, whether it comes with in regards to any relationship, it regards to any situation where I am into, or I need to speak to someone, though I don't know that person, a stranger, wherever it is. If I am taught to be that, I should learn that, I should follow that. Okay. So do you think you get anything in return for your integrity? What do you think? If you follow or you be in this state, then do you get something in return? Of course, what you get, someone's support you get, someone's love you get, you be responsible, you learn to know yourself, you follow your path, and moreover that is followed by someone else, right? Gradually you become someone's role model, maybe without knowing, unknowingly, unintentionally, right? So see, when we talk about integrity, if I do that, if I pave my way in that way, of course in return I also get it back. Okay, see, suppose when I say like now what we are doing online classes, right? So on the other side, you are also doing online classes and you are learning through this net connection, right? Now, what is your foremost duty? That at least every day for 2 to 3 hours, you are going to spend your time for your education, right? You're going to sit, you're going to study, and though you are unable to interact with us, but still you have the way. What is that way? You can talk to us through comment box, through mail ID. So if you want, if you have that intention, you can definitely do that by any means, but that should be a proper way, right? So that strong principle should be there. No, when my ma'am is teaching me, then I am also responsible for that. That should be my principle. And I should learn what she is teaching me, or if I am getting confused to something, then what I am going to do, I have that right to question her because she can explain me better, right? So this is your moral responsibility, right? You are honest in your own way and you are trying to find out how to get more knowledge about something, whatever is taught to you, right? So, see, when we talk about integrity, then we get 2 slides. What are those 2 slides? One, rewards of integrity. The other, price paid for integrity. Now, see, every time the life is not smooth. You cannot get a life every time as smooth as it always be. It cannot be. Now only the present situation which is going on, it's not at all smooth for anyone, because we are always into one trauma. Because of this situation, we are always into one tension. We all have that tension within us. So the situation is not soothing, not comfortable for us. Still, we are struggling, we are managing, we are fighting back, right? So, same way, this integrity also has 2 slides. How? One, rewards of integrity. That means if you have that quality, then what is the reward you are getting? And if you have that quality, what price price you have to pay for it. You have to pay some price for it. What can be that? See, in very simple words, if I say, it would be like, rewards mean people will love you, people will care about you, people will ask you many questions and would like to follow your path. Maybe people will appreciate the way you deal your life, the way you move in your life, the way you walk out in your life, right? Now, what can be your price paid? Like, see, maybe you can lose your friends. Maybe you can if you are honest, then people may be harsh with you because you are honest, right? People may not like because of the truth that you speak, can happen. Or maybe people may get annoyed with you sometimes. Your family members also may get annoyed with you because of your behavior, which is you think is absolutely perfect in any sense, right? So, you know what? The main thing is, if you have some moral values in your life, then obstacles will come. But those obstacles which come on your way, make it your what? You need to pave your way with the help of those obstacles. Okay? So you need to move on with the help of those obstacles. So even if you are responsible, you act responsibly, you are well-mannered, you are honest, you have the principle of being good in your life, you will get few things which are against you, but never get disappointed or disheartened with all these situations, because these are the things which help you to grow. Okay, even if you fall, get up, move on, never look back and move on. So you should have that integrity in your life. Integrity should be there, right? So you will get praise from people, people will believe you, people will trust you, can ask for help when you have this quality, when you possess this quality. Okay, so these are the things which are very important in your life. No matter what, keep on doing the correct thing in your life. Okay, tell the truth, be disciplined, help others, act in such a way that you don't follow any prejudice. That never have in your mind any concept which you have not known, but then still you are having a one concept about somebody or about something. Never have that thing. Okay, so in this chapter, I hope somewhat it is clear to you what is the meaning of integrity. I wanted to mean that only so that you understand. Okay, it's quality of being honest, having strong moral principles. Okay, so in this chapter, treasure test, you know what, you will be getting a story about one farmer called Pratik. He was a very hardworking farmer, and about him you will get to know how he tackled the situation when the situation was little difficult for him. Where Pratik is a farmer, so of course he's having a field, and where he once went and he began pulling out the weeds. Okay, because he found that weeds are growing in patches in that field, but they were so stubbornly rooted, means the weeds were so stubborn and it was stuck inside the ground in the field. So he had to grab his spade and began digging around the roots to loosen the earth. He kept on digging, okay, because it was so tightly packed. Then suddenly he heard a sound of clunk, something of that sort, and when he started digging faster, he could find a metallic type of thing. Okay, and he picked that out. He found it was filled with gold and silver. So he was, of course, all of a sudden, when anybody will get this type of thing, all these jewelries and all, will get excited. So he was also overjoyed and was dancing abruptly, means madly. But suddenly he stopped. He realized that what he's doing is not good. And he wanted to make sure whether it belongs to someone else or not. Okay, suddenly he realized, no, it doesn't belong to me, so I am not going to use it. Okay, so he kept that thing in the same place, and when he shared that with his wife, then wife didn't appreciate. So this is price paid. Okay, so wife is not appreciating because everybody wants that, like, because it is in my field, so I can pick that up and bring it. Nobody can question me regarding this, but he didn't do that. And he never went back also to that place. Okay. Kept it as it is, never bothered whether somebody has taken it or whatever. Because to him, he felt that maybe it is someone's treasure which is hidden there. Maybe that person will come one day and will demand for it. Or maybe, though he is poor, but maybe those jewelries and gold belongs to such a person who is in need of that. So Pratik didn't bother about that. Okay, and he never he was quite assured that fine, it doesn't belong to him, so it's not his. Okay, and perhaps someone had hidden it away from his home to his field and for use in times of emergency. So that was there in his mind. It could have been another hardworking farmer like him. That is what he had in his mind. Okay, so what if he were to come back and find his earnings again, which is if he is using it and if it is gone, and that person is coming back, and when he will charge for his own earnings, what will happen then? What if I were to find out many years later that the treasure I had taken was in fact someone else saving of a lifetime? Later, means he is thinking in this way. If this happens, then what will happen? Could I ever have slept in peace afterwards? Of course, that guilt feeling will always be there if that person once come back to demand for his own jewelries and silvers, right? Could I have looked at myself in the mirror without squirming? So he was continuously having that feeling. That's why he didn't take. And when that one of the person came to him and charged him or asked him about why didn't he take back those things, then his reply was this. Okay, I may continue to be poor the rest of my life, but whatever I have or I don't have, I shall always keep my integrity. So that is the main thing in this chapter, that I should always be honest. I should follow my own moral values and principles. Okay. So from here we get a lesson that we should always be honest in our life, no matter what comes in our way. Okay. So I hope the chapter is somewhat clear to you. Go through the chapter, read the chapter. If you have any confusion regarding this chapter, do write to me. I will explain it. Okay. Today till this much. Take care.